All right, let's dive into a choice that pretty much every single iOS developer has to make all the time. UITableView versus UICollectionView. Honestly, getting this right can make or break your app's design and how easy it is to build. So let's nail this down. So imagine this. You're building a new screen and you need to show a list of stuff. It could be anything, messages, photos, settings, whatever. You've got two main tools ready to go. So, which one do you grab? That's the exact question we're going to answer right now. Okay, let's meet our two contenders. First up, you've got UITableView. I always think of this one as the reliable workhorse. You know, it has one job, making simple vertical lists, and it absolutely nails it every time. And then you have UICollectionView. This is the flexible artist of the two, the one that can create pretty much any kind of wild, custom layout you can dream up. To really get the difference between them, we've got to start with the most important thing, the layout. I mean, how they actually arrange your stuff on the screen is what truly sets them apart. You know, the beauty of a UTableView is just how simple it is. It's built around one single rule. It's a single column. That's it. You get this clean vertical list of rows, and you can only scroll up and down. It's rigid for sure, but it's also wonderfully predictable. And then you've got UICollectionView, which just throws all those rules right out the window. You want a grid? No problem. A list that scrolls sideways? Easy. How about one of those Pinterest-style layouts where every item is a different size? That is exactly what CollectionView was made for. Its superpower is its total flexibility. Okay, so with that huge difference in structure, the next question you're probably asking is, so when do I actually use each one? Let's look at some real-world examples. YouTube Table really shines when your design is all about simplicity. Just think about the apps you use every single day. The main settings app on your phone, your contacts list, a list of your emails or text messages, all of them are perfect examples of a single column list where each row does one clear thing. Now, compare that to these kinds of apps. A photo gallery with, 3 or 4 columns of pictures. An e-commerce app that shows you a grid of all its products. A calendar view. In these situations, a simple vertical list just won't cut it. You need the power of UICollectionView to build these kinds of rich visual experiences. And this brings us to a really important trade-off. All that incredible flexibility we were just talking about, well, it doesn't come for free. There's always this balance between how powerful a tool is and how complex it is to use. Look, the reason UITableView is so quick to set up is because it's limited. The system handles almost all of the layout work for you. UICollectionView, on the other hand, puts you in the driver's seat. You get to decide the size of every cell, the spacing. You can even make these cool animated layouts, but it's going to require more code from you to get it all set up. Oh, and a quick but super important note on performance. Whatever you do, don't let performance be the reason you choose one over the other. Both of them are incredibly fast and efficient. They use this clever trick called cell reuse, which means they can handle thousands, even millions of items without breaking a sweat. So remember, the choice is about layout, not speed. All right, we've talked layout, use cases, and complexity. Let's pull it all together and give the final verdict. This is the moment where everything we've discussed is going to click into place. We're about to distill this whole conversation down into one single handy table. And there it is. See? For layout, you've got single column versus flexible. For scrolling, it's vertical only versus vertical and horizontal. Customization, it's limited versus high. And that directly leads to complexity, where table view is low and collection view can get pretty high. And that all leads back to what they're best for, simple lists versus complex layouts. It all just lines up perfectly. So look, if you only remember one thing from all of this, let it be the simple rule. If your design is a basic top-to-bottom list, go with UITableView. The second you need a grid or different columns or any kind of flexible layout, your answer is UICollectionView. It's really that simple. And trust me, this isn't just some abstract theoretical debate. Picking the right tool from the very beginning is going to save you so many headaches later on. It means your code is cleaner and easier to understand, the user experience feels right, and your app will be way easier to maintain in the future. So we've laid out all the rules, the clear guidelines for when to use each of these powerful tools, which of course brings me to one final thought to leave you with. Now that you know the rules, when is it the right time to break them? Something to think about. Thanks for joining me.